Well, hello there. I'm Christine, and for those who are new, and today I thought I would just do a quick little follow-up on what we covered in the video yesterday and sort of help steer people who are in different directions with reading Marseille and in ways that will just sort of help you be able to sort of move along at your own pace, because we all like Marseille. Many people like Marseille. Many people can read at various levels. There's no right or wrong. I'm just sharing on how I do things. So what I want to do is just switch cameras because I've got a couple of things I want to cover, and we'll see how we go with this. So don't first of all, Wendy, this is the deck I was reading with yesterday, and it will be the deck that I continue to show the majors with. It's a Marseille deck. I've had it since the 70s. It's got a number 103, and it was a cut done in 1973. And so but you can still buy Tarot Marseille, this deck. You may, sorry, I'm going to put it out there, you may have to get it from Amazon France if you can't get it where you are in the UK, but definitely Amazon France will have this. This is the same deck, everybody, but it is the little pocket version. As you can see, it is, there's a card size. This is the one I carry in my handbag, but I'm going to talk about this a little bit in a minute. I'm going, with the classes I'm going to be doing, I want to, or the videos I'm going to be sharing, we'll call it. As I said, when I teach classes, I teach majors first, and then the reason is people can go out and do readings with that, and then I add the aces and the courts, and then the other pip cards. But a couple of people have asked me some questions on the pips. Sorry, I've just got to shut this window down, about the pips, and I thought, well, I could address it today. When I read, so I'll cover the majors part first, sorry. There's many decks out there that are majors only. Tarot de Jacques de Ville is a deck that comes in majors. It actually comes in, you get, if there's 21 majors, you get double the cards, because half of them will be one facing one way and half will be facing the other way. I find this so confusing, personally. Not that, it's just you work out which way you want people to face. There's plenty of YouTubes on it. I can do another one later, but you can either have your magician facing this way or have him facing, where is he? Just to give you an idea with this deck. There he is. So all the cards, pretty much, not all of them, but some of them will be facing that way, and you have to work out which way, as a reader, you want him facing, because when you start reading cards and you move to the style of reading who's looking at who, what's facing what, it can impact on the way you read. So it's a personal choice as a reader. There's no right or wrong way. I must point out, it's just about what works for you, what you feel drawn to as a reader is what's number one, because what you feel drawn to as a reader and the energy will be right, your readings will be right. So this is a majors only deck that I often read with. So we covered Tarot de Jacques Seville. I'll just let you have another look like that. Another interesting Marseille deck, there's many out there, is the Universal Tarot Marseille. That's quite a good costing one. There's also JJ Tarot, if they still make it, I don't know. But that's a nice little deck, depending on what your budget is. You can always make your own, because apparently you can print off majors and cards and things and print your own. I know people that do that. So this doesn't matter. What I wanted to cover also is when I read the minors, I read the minors as playing cards, and I can transfer the meaning of a playing card. Like cups are also hearts to me. That has allowed me to use the same system. So my playing card system transfers over to my Marseille system. And what Ryan Edward has done here, an artist in the USA, with this deck, if you've been looking at it online, is it's playing cards, as you can see. There's your hearts over cups, looking at that. But when you come to your, must be on the other side. I've been using this for a cartomancy challenge on Instagram, using playing cards over. There we go. There's also mages in amongst them as well. So if you're wanting to read a full deck, you can read the Judgment and the 9 of clubs together. So you can use your playing card meanings along with your mages of whatever deck you like, or this deck. It all goes hand in hand superbly. So if you have been following my videos before, you will know that I have a playing card cartomancy section in my playlist thing that I did a couple of years ago, and that is how to read playing cards. There you have it. So I hope that helps. So with that, I just sort of wanted to sort of clear that up a little bit, so I hope that sort of helps. Another deck I found out at the shops here in Australia recently, and if this one's in America, it's cheap as chips. I bought this in Australia for $20. It's a fully Marseille deck. Well, the cards aren't in there. But it's fully Marseille in the traditional sense, and that's a little very inexpensive deck. You don't have to spend a lot of money with it. But once again, it's about personal choice and budget. And when I very first started reading cards, I read playing cards because that was very affordable for me as a teen. And then I'm really teen. So that is a good way to learn. Now, getting back to what we're talking about, I didn't do the whole deck here because I don't have enough room on the desk. But if you get your own Marseille deck as an exercise and spread it out on a table or on the carpet on the floor, and you go 1 to 10, take the courts out, you will find that you go 1 to 10, that it's a matrix. Earlier on I had the whole lot here, but it come down to here and you wouldn't have seen it. So, and you take the Fool and the he's nothing, and you can take this one out, but you work 1 to 10 and you'll see it can be a matrix. And you can actually put the quartz in there too, but that's another discussion. That won't really hurt either, but I just want to sort of keep it really simple, in simple chunks, because that's just how I like to do things. So red, black, like playing cards, red is good, black can be bad. These would be the two extremes. This is very good and this is very bad. Now when I say bad, like the playing cards, swords are problems. What do we do with swords? We defend, we fight, we draw a line in the sand to make a boundary. Enough is enough. It's not necessarily an esoteric meaning in the sense of that they are thoughts and things like that in the system I read with. So therefore I don't put the earth, the elements, or air and thoughts and all that together. This is I keep it very simple, and that's what works for me. Whatever you decide to add to it is great, because that's what makes tarot reading wonderful. We're always learning and we all develop our own style, and there's no real right or way. So I'm just sharing what I do. Now, someone said to me, Nate, thank you for your comment, that you think about the 10 of Swords being a problem. Oh, I'm very sorry, I've got a power storm here. I'll be very quick because I probably might have a blackout. But funny, I hit the 10 of Swords and that thunder and lightning went, and now my grandson's going off, but my husband's there. The 10 of Swords, doesn't like me talking about it, is like the 10 of Spades in the playing cards. Now for me, when I'm doing a spread, and I tend to read in lines, and the last card, or even in the Celtic Cross, if it was a sword card, I would put another card down and say to myself, yes, the ending's quite sharp, pointy, and a bit loaded there with the swords. I am going to put some more cards and say, let's where this is heading. Let's see how we can deal with this. If a reading ends, and it ends in cups, voila, all is well, all is flowing, all is perfect. With that, getting back to what Wendy said, is she worries about, she gets confused about the summers. I hope this rain isn't too much. But just take, when you do this exercise, if you look at the 7 of the Chariot, who's a 7, the 7s are about stepping up, which is good. When you look at the card, he's stepped up, he's moving along, but there is an element of needing to control a situation. And that's exactly what we have here. We have the path that was going one way, and then there's been a step up, which is good, but when you look at it from a sword point of view, there's needing to be controlling a situation, because it is a, what's called if you like, a negative card, a card of anger, frustration, and things like that. So I recommend, if you just lay your cards out, you'll get to see the patterns and the numerology work together, and that might help answer the questions for that. I'm going to end this video now. I'm sorry if the noise, I'll play it back, make sure it's got the noise, but keep coming with what you want to hear from me, and I'll do my best to answer the questions as the way I see it. If you're wanting to look at doing your minors, watch the playing card videos, get a pack of playing cards and start writing on them, and you will soon pick it all up, and you'll be able to transfer that knowledge to the pips quite easily. And then also, do not be afraid of just doing a reading with your mages, because that works too. There's lots of mages decks out there. So once again, thanks for watching. Your energy is important to me, and I look forward to seeing what's in the comments and seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.